Welcome back. I'm so excited to be here with you today. We are going to be talking about why you're not getting your manifestations and how to change that swiftly, rapidly change that so that you start to get your manifestations the exact ways that you want. And the thing that I want you to know is that this can be a little bit of a process. So definitely be kind to yourself, have lots of compassion with yourself in all of this because this is a learning journey just like anything else. And you get to tweak it and fine tune it. And so much of manifestation is really about that. And also, hi everyone. It is I, Pamela, aka the Awakened Aphrodite, and I am here to help you explode your business, your bank account, your love life in all of the most juicy, delicious ways by teaching you the art of feminine dominance, by rewiring your mind through deep, profound, transformational hypnosis and other occult types of teaching so that you finally live the kind of life and have the kind of love life and business that makes you want to pinch yourself to see if you are truly awake or sleeping because it's that good. Is this a dream or did I imagine it? And the thing that I want you to know is that every time you watch one of my videos or listen to me on my podcast, you are being rewired. Everything that I say and do is rewiring you to have the exact kind of results that you desire. And if you want to take this even deeper, then say yes to working with me right now. You can apply to work with me one on one. I have one spot open. Or you can join the Art of Feminine Dominance, which is my new signature program that is going to teach you exactly how to dominate yourself and your own emotions so that they no longer dictate and run your life, all while tapping into the most delicious and perfect and natural feminine energy so that you can easily attract and magnetize the kinds of relationships and transformation and money that you've always desired. This is going to teach you how to show up and hold and be with the masculine, which is money, and, in many cases, men, not always, in a way that you've never before been able to show up in full confidence, in full capacity, so that you can really begin to call in that deeper level masculine connection in both reflected in both men and money in the exact ways that I know that you desire. So let's talk about why you are not getting your exact manifestations. And before I do that, the link below to sign up for the Art of Feminine Dominance is there. Click it. We begin May 3rd. So that is really, really soon. And this program is going to change your life forever. I will not be offering it again for at a minimum another year. And you want this. All the queens that are in there are so epic. You definitely want to be a part of this sisterhood as well. So, the reason why you're not getting your exact manifestations, can we get a drum roll, please? First of all, I want to know, what do you think it is? I want to hear from you. I want you to comment below. What do you think it is? Also, what are you manifesting? Let us all put some of our delicious magical sauce on what you desire and what you're manifesting. And let's go through the reasons why you may not be getting the things that you want yet, because we all know when you work with me, you get the things that you want. So you're not being clear. I feel like this is a very obvious one, and you'd be surprised. I want to give you an example from my own life. One of the things that I journaled about for a very long time is that in my relationship, I really desire to be in relationship where the person makes an obvious effort to pursue me, to make it known that they're into me, to reach out to me every day and tell me how much they miss me and all these kinds of things. Well, lo and behold, I was in a relationship where, yes, the person was doing these things. And yes, they were reaching out to me and we would talk every single day. Sometimes I would reach out to them and we would talk every single day. But what I really realized is that it wasn't really to the depth of sort of passion, pleasure, excitement, intimacy that I truly desired. And I remember getting really frustrated in that moment. I remember being like, what the fuck? Why don't I have like this kind of like bratty sort of energy, which I know I'm not the only one that goes to this place, right? Where, and by the way, this is where dominance is so important, because that bratty energy is actually submissive energy. And when you learn how to implement these tools, which are the tools that I use in my own life, the keys to all of my success. So I was in this bratty energy. I was like, oh my God, like, yeah, we talk, but, I'm really not feeling it. I'm really not feeling like he is in this place of, deeper passion. We'd been dating for a while at that point. And I remember just taking a moment and implementing my tools, because I was very aware that I was in this place of bratty, submissive nature. And I was like, okay, come on, like, let's get back, let's get into our power, let's do what we know how to do. And if I were really in my dominance now, what would I be seeing? And it came to me immediately. And that was, I got exactly what I asked for. So when I went back and I looked at my journal and I looked at the things that I was creating, it literally just said that we talk every day, right? That they care about the fact that we talk every day. And that was extremely true. He deeply cared. If we didn't speak for a day, I didn't know this when we first started dating, I wouldn't always message him. And, sometimes I would just be working or living my life or whatever it was. And I remember when he let me know that he didn't like that. He was like, I don't like when you don't message me, right? And so that actually happened. The thing that was missing, though, was I was not remotely specific about how or in what way or what the communication was like. So I was getting my exact manifestations in the ways that I had asked for them. And here I was kind of beating myself up, right? So trust, and I see this with my clients as well, it's not just with me. So I'm at a place in my life now where I'm human, I have my moments, and then I check back in. And what I always come back to is, oh, how interesting. I am always getting my exact manifestations. So it's not that your manifestations are not working, it's that you are getting your exact manifestations. And the moment that you start to blame the other, or the moment that you start to not take responsibility, which, by the way, is submissive energy, which is why I teach you dominance and I teach you how to get into this self dominance, this self power, this self responsibility, and maintain that feminine flow so that you can show up in a relationship in very specific ways, and business in very specific ways that work and are easy, and you work way less, you earn way more, all of these things. I teach you that to get out of that submissive energy, because when you're not taking responsibility, you're not in your dominance, you're not in your power, you're not in your strength, and things are not going to come to fruition if you're not in that strength and power in that way. So I realized, just like with all of my clients, that I was getting my exact manifestation. I had not been clear enough, I had not been specific enough, I had not been really in the believing of it enough as well. I mean, not only was I not specific, but I certainly was also not in the believing of the thing that I got to have. And so the reason why you're not getting your manifestations is because you probably don't actually believe that it's possible, right? You probably don't actually believe that it's possible. You're probably not being clear and specific enough. There's also such a thing as being way too specific, overly specific. This is very true in love, I find. I find that sometimes people are too specific in love, and they're really like, it's kind of a trauma response. They're actually blocking out potential suitors and potential love. And that's a story, I suppose, for a different day. Today, let's really focus on how can you get more specific and clear while also being flexible. Where do you not truly believe? Where are you truly not embodying? There's no way that you're fully embodying, I mean, bringing it in the belief, like, you are so sure the majority of the time. And this is why we do these inner moments and these inner acts with ourselves, where we really begin to picture and imagine and be in the reality of our manifestations. And this is why we take time out of our day to do this. I meditate multiple times a day, and the thing that I meditate on are my desires fulfilled. And everything that I meditate on, I get exactly as I ask for it, whether I like it or not. And this is where I come back to my teachings and my own work, so that I can, instead of being upset, I can go, oh, wow, I'm so powerful. Look at how this is evidence of how powerful I am, because I actually manifested exactly what I desired. So when you do that, you can move through things a lot faster, because the other reason that you're not getting your exact manifestations is because your emotions are getting in the way. Your fear, your disappointment, your pain, your sorrow, your grief, your sadness, I think I already said that, are getting in the way of your manifestations, because you're feeling those feelings and those emotions way more often than you're feeling gratitude, way more often than you're feeling this belief and desire and this pleasure. So I have a client who I was talking to about this and about something similar, and we were talking about getting into desire, and she kind of looked at me in this way that I translated as like, oh, really? This is the advice, right? Get into desire. And I explained to her that it's not about, oh, get into desire, right? Desire, 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 desire. It's not about the fluffy bullshit. It's about the fact that she was in a constant state of trauma response and sadness and sort of grief and all of these different things. And desire is not that, right? It's really tough to be in a trauma response and in desire and in pleasure, because pleasure signals safety and expansion to your nervous system. So what we're talking about here and what I teach is actually this deeper nervous system work, so that you can show up in what looks like and feels like and is true emotional sovereignty and power and strength. It communicates to other people, I've got this. It communicates to yourself, I've fucking got this. And this is a practice that you get to hone and learn. You show up to other people with a twinkle in your eye, and other people just happen to look at you and go, oh my God, there's something about you. You're pure magic. You're radiant. You can't be in that energy if you're in constant scarcity, disappointment, sadness. And one of the things that I get that I hear a lot of clients ask and say is, wait, does that mean that I'm not supposed to feel my emotions, right? There's so much in the world, in the coaching world specifically, where we're like, you've got to feel your feelings. You've got to feel your feelings. And my response to that is, feel your feelings, process your feelings. Don't get trapped in them, right? Don't get trapped in them. And there's a way of doing this that I teach, and that I'm going to be teaching in the art of feminine dominance, so that you can feel them. This isn't about bypassing them and not feeling them. Feel them, let them be your fuel. Sadness is great fuel. Rage and anger, disappointment, that stuff is pure fuel waiting to be alchemized, which is exactly what I show you how to do, so that you can turn it into love fulfilled, right? Clients coming in, checks being cashed, if that's still a thing. I think that probably ages me a little bit. And money really coming in and landing so that you can begin to have the love, the relationships, the wealth that you desire. So, my loves, let's do a quick recap. It's not that you're not getting what you want. It's that you're probably getting your exact manifestations if you're really being honest with yourself. And if you allow yourself to be really honest with yourself, then guess what? You're moving out of submission into dominance. And this is where dreams are made, right? Your own dreams for yourself are made. And in this space as well, you must believe. Not having belief, again, is not very dominant. It's not very powerful. It's not very moving forward. Belief is this movement forward. Belief is creation. And if you don't truly believe, then of course you're not going to create what it is that you desire. This is where you see people that are like, oh, I want to make $30 million a year when they're not even making $5,000 a month, right? Or 10 grand a month. Well, do they actually believe that? And it actually can do more harm than good to have goals that you don't remotely believe in. So this is where we get to come back to clarity and belief. What can you believe? What can you really get behind? And I am here to help you do all of those things. So sign up. This course is such an amazing value. It's 12 weeks. You get weekly live Q&A calls with me and a Facebook group where you can ask me your questions and get supported by me directly. It's such a good value. Click the link below or in my Instagram bio at the Awakened Aphrodite. And I will see you on Tuesday, May the 3rd for the Art of Feminine Dominance. And you are going to have everyone in your life asking you, oh my God, what did you do? You're a completely different person. Who are you? I can't stop thinking about you. I want to throw my money at you. I want to work with you. It is going to change your life and the lives of those around you so rapidly. This is going to be the best thing that you've ever done. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me. Please like this. Please give it 5 stars if you're listening on iTunes. And please comment below. It really helps me. And I love hearing from all of you. And here is to all of your manifestations coming into fruition in all of the best ways. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Whether it's day or night, you know, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm so excited to meet you inside of the palace very, very soon.